Senator Kennedy, you're recognized.
Mr. Miller, you're the general counsel of Verizon, is that right?
Of our consumer group, Senator.
Who is your CEO?
Dan Schulman is the CEO.
Could you get
of
close
Verizon.
to the mic, please?
Dan Schulman is
Why
the CEO.
isn't he
of
here
Verizon.
today?
Senator, I understood that you wanted a legal department representative.
No, we invited him. Why didn't he come?
Senator, that was my understanding is that you were looking for legal department testimony.
Well, does he know you're here?
Yes, Senator.
Huh. Is he too tired? I mean, is he too busy to come?
Absolutely not. Mr. Schulman is very focused on finding the right solutions for the
Yeah,
committee.
I
and
can tell.
We've been talking about.
Does he not respect the United States Senate?
He absolutely respects the United States Senate.
Maybe he's tired. Could he be tired? I looked up his salary last year. He made $71 million. Maybe he's been up all night counting his money and he's tired. Could that be it?
No, Senator. Mr. Schulman has only recently been appointed the CEO of Verizon.
Were you general counsel when Verizon had to pay $93.5 million because it cheated the taxpayers of this country by charging on invoices to the GSA?
Senator, can you say a little bit more? I'm not.
You don't remember that?
I'm not familiar. I'm sure
Oh,
you're
okay.
familiar with what you're talking about.
Were you CEO when the FCC fined Verizon $46.9 billion because you shared location data of your customers with third parties?
I am not now and have never been the CEO of Verizon, but I'm
I
familiar.
mean, were you general counsel?
I was not in my current role, but I'm familiar with the matter you're talking about.
Yeah. Were you general counsel of Verizon when Verizon had to pay $30 million in ERISA litigation for cheating their own employees?
Senator, I have some familiarity with that matter. I was not in my current role.
Thought you might. Were you general counsel of Verizon when you guys and gals implemented racial quotas in hiring?
Senator, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
Yes,
I do disagree with
yes,
the
you do.
suggestion that.
Yes, you do. You know perfectly well what I'm talking about, counsel. Were you general counsel of Verizon when Verizon implemented quotas in hiring based on gender?
Senator, I'm not aware of Verizon ever implementing
Sure
quotas
you are.
in hiring.
That's
based on
illegal,
gender.
isn't it? You know it's illegal, don't you?
I understand it's illegal, Senator, and I'm not aware of Verizon ever having done that.
Yeah. Well, you took con law?
I did, Senator.
Okay. Were you in the Frisbee, or in the quad playing Frisbee during the part about you can't discriminate against people on the basis of race and gender?
Senator, I'm well aware you cannot discriminate on the basis of race or
Okay.
gender.
Were you
To my
general-
knowledge, Verizon has never
Were you
done
general counsel when you required all your employees to go to classes based on, to teach them about critical race theory, including, quote, systemic racism, white fragility, and intersectionality?
that. Senator, that has never happened.
Yes, I did. You're under oath, counsel. All right, so you got this subpoena from Jack Smith for senator's records. Did you know who Jack Smith was?
I am aware of who Jack Smith
Yeah,
was, Senator.
you knew at the time that Jack Smith worked for President Biden and the Attorney General, President Biden's appointee.
A tense Senate hearing turns into a fiery confrontation as Senator John Kennedy grills Verizon's general counsel over subpoenas, privacy concerns, and alleged corporate misconduct. From executive salaries to federal investigations, this exchange had the entire room on edge. You enjoy
Smith to prosecute a former president of the United States, a former opponent of President Biden, and a current opponent of President Biden, and everybody associated with him. You were aware of that?
Senator, I'm aware of the nature of Mr. Smith's investigation.
Yeah, I thought you would be. And you get this order along with the names that the federal government wants you to divulge that says the people on this list we think might destroy evidence or tamper with witnesses. And it was signed by Judge Boasberg. Is that right?
We did receive a non-disclosure order.
Yeah. Did
signed
you
by
know who Judge Boasberg was?
Senator, I was not involved in reviewing that non-disclosure
Oh,
order,
you did,
but
as general counsel?
I am aware of who
This
Judge
was just
Boasberg
a
is.
frivolous thing to you? Were you aware that Judge Boasberg hates Republicans like the devil hates holy water?
Senator, I do not know Judge Boasberg,
Yeah.
and I'm not aware
Boasberg.
of who he hates.
Okay. Did you look up the names of the people being subpoenaed, whose records were subpoenaed?
In responding to the subpoena, Senator, we produced the subscriber names.
Did you look up the names, see who they were?
Personally, no.
Just give me one more minute, Madam Chair. So let me get this straight. You get a subpoena from Jack Smith, who's been on the front page of every paper, with an order signed by Judge Boasberg saying these guys might destroy records, and you didn't look up the names. Is that your testimony?
Senator, when our analysts responded to the subpoena...
Is that your testimony?
Yeah.
Don't stall me.
No, I'm trying to answer your question, Senator.
No, you're not. You're trying to stall me. You know I'm out of time.
Senator, when our analysts responded to the subpoena, part of that response would have included the subscriber names associated with the accounts.
Give me one more minute, Madam Chair, please.
Without
I
objection.
beg you. Did your board of directors know you guys were doing all this? You got, on your board of directors, you got representatives from Starbucks, Coca-Cola, UPS, Longhorn Steakhouse, Olive Garden. Did they know you guys were doing all this?
Senator, can you help me understand what you mean by all of this?
You broke the law
No, Senator. Verizon
for
did not break the
negligence.
law.
It's called malpractice. You just turned over the records. Did you appeal the order?
No, Senator. We did
Did you
not.
call the senators?
No, Senator.
Did you file a motion to quash?
No, Senator. We followed
You
our-
just accepted, you just took the information that Jack Smith and Judge Boasberg gave you and sucked it up like a Hoover Deluxe, didn't you?
Senator, we followed the law and
No, you didn't.
produced the records.
Counselor, you ought to hide your head in a bag. And this isn't over. And all the rest of you should too.
Senator Schiff, and then we will follow with Senator Lee. There is a vote on the board. Senator Lee, you will serve as the chair while I run vote.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Enjoy this breakdown. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more political breakdown.